Is this overwhelming, stepping back into the real world?
It is so overwhelming. I went from the same house all day, every day, to now people, lots of people.
You had a great moment sitting up on the stage with Julie, and you saw your family in the audience. What was that moment like for you?
Oh my gosh, that moment, I can even think about it, it means everything. This whole journey, I've never been away from home. I've never been on a plane. I've never been to California. And to be away from them for 99 days has been so difficult. They're my best friends. They're my people. They're my life. And I've missed them so much, and I just love them so much. So seeing them it just overcame me. Oh, gosh. Wow, I love them.
And then to be named America's Favorite Houseguest. Have you even processed that yet?
No, honestly, it still hasn't even sunk in. I've gone through this whole season like, oh, I'm just Nicole. I really hope in future seasons it's not, oh, who's that other girl? I don't know. She was kind of weird. She was kind of quirky. Like, that was my biggest fear. So I don't see myself as noteworthy. I just see myself as Nicole from Long Island. So to find that out, and there's so much love and so much respect and so much, like, you're my favorite. I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, whenever you get your phone back on the internet, you're going to see that you are everybody's, like, my winner, my winner, my winner.
Wow, that means so much. I was my winner too, and I really wanted to win, but I'm a firm believer that things work out the way they should. And to be honest, America's favorite, America, that means so much more to me than you will ever know. It means so much more than even winning.
All right. But Mickey won.
Yes.
How are we feeling about that?
To be honest, I mean, I played the game with the guy for 99 days. He is good. He is good at athletic comps. He is good at mental comps. That dude pretended he couldn't do a puzzle, but he can do a puzzle. He is a competition beast, and ultimately, regardless of anything else, this is a game. And whether he lied, manipulated, whatever, it's a game, and he owned it. He's a beast.
But he did not get your vote.
No.
You gave your vote to Holly. Why did Holly get your vote over Mickey?
So living in the house with them that last week was very, like, informative. I actually got to sit down with Holly, and this whole game in the DR, like, I dismissed her, and I'm like, she's with Mickey. She's on Mickey's coattails. Whatever. Okay, meh. And I didn't give her enough credit. So sitting with her in that backyard and hearing her talk about her strategy and how she was going to lay low, and she's actually very smart, and she would whip it out when she needed it, and she did. She was right behind Mickey in part one of that HOH, right behind him. She blew me out of the water with a mental comp, and I'm supposed to be the smart one. So in talking with her outside in the yard, I was like, oh my gosh, like, she has my strategy of laying low and pulling out the wins when you need them. And obviously I respect my game, so it made me respect her and her game all the more. And just in having that conversation, I was like, wow, you haven't been given enough credit, I don't know by anyone, but especially not by me. And I wanted to show that to her, that I give her credit.
Before we got to learn who the winner was, some harsh truths had to be faced. Sitting up on that stage, watching Jackson and Jack and Christy face what they did this season, what was it like to watch that, process that?
Oh my gosh, it's very scary. You know, I've lived with these people, and I know, like, there was a whole incident when they locked me out of the room, and that was my incident. I don't know what was said, but I was able to move forward and forgive and just proceed. And I didn't know it was, like, still a thing. I don't know how bad it is. I haven't seen it. And I always say these people are my friends. They're my friends. So when I hear these things, I worry about the people they've hurt, the people they've said things about, obviously. And I do also worry about them, because I know social media can attack. And I think it was very frightening to hear those things on stage, because I only know from Nicoles Game, like, Nicole had fun, Nicole was nice to everyone, and to hear that, it's like, oh no, like, what went wrong and when? And it's very scary, very scary.
I think everyone will get to go home, watch it, maybe learn some things.
Oh, great.
We'll see.
Okay.
You and Cliff really bonded in this game. You were carrying his hat out tonight.
Yes.
Have you guys gotten to reconnect yet tonight?
We spoke a little bit on stage, just like a hug and like a, you did it, I wanted you to win. But I haven't been able to speak to him yet. I love Cliff, he's my best buddy.
Can we talk some jury news that happened? Nick and Kat are together now, together-ish.
Okay.
What was your reaction to learning that?
Not surprised. I said it, we were all looking at the memory wall the other day, thinking about the dynamics of the jury. And Holly and Mickey were like, oh, about Nick and Kat. And I was like, uh-oh. And they were like, no, Kat hated him. And I was like, uh-oh. And they were like, no, I'm telling you. I was like, all right, I guess we'll see. Well, we see now.
You're like, I called it.
My thing is, I am not involved, and nor do I want to be.
There you go. I want to take it back to a moment in your game that might have changed everything. Should you guys have kept Tommy instead of Holly?
Okay. I would a large part of me argues yes. Nicole, for my game, for Nicole's game, Nicole, you're an idiot. If I would have went into Final Four with Cliff, Tommy, and Mickey, there's a very good chance in Final Three that all three of them would bring me, and I could be in those final 2 chairs. But at that point in the game, it wasn't about just getting me there. It was about also getting Cliff there. I wanted me and Cliff both in that finale, and we thought our best option was keeping Holly, not so much because of the alliance, but because we really thought we could beat Holly. We thought if mental comps were coming, we could blow Holly out of the water, but Tommy, maybe not so much. But like I said, Holly's strategy worked. She made us think she was a lot dumber than she is, and she is a smart cookie.
All right, I know you just stepped out of this house.
Yes.
But you didn't win. So do you want to go back in there and win this thing?
Absolutely. You know, I'm in there, and I laugh, and then I cry. And then I'm fine, and then I cry. And then I laugh, and I complain about my family, and then I cry. But you know what? Truth be told, I've loved the experience. I'm so transformed on the other end of it, and I love it. I would go in right now, and I'm shocked to even say that, but I would. Let's do it. I'm ready.
So as a BB fan, it was everything you wanted it to be, and then some?
It was far, far more difficult than I ever expected it to be. It's the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. But as a fan, I'm so proud of myself and what I was able to do. And I'm telling you, if you're a fan and you feel it in your gut, this is what you're meant to do, audition, do it. I'm telling you. I felt it in my gut, and here I am.